Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Community Remix. I'm kinda tempted to do a Samson. Let's try a Samson run. We had a really community remixy run last time, which was, this is not me complaining. That was a ton of fun. I had a really good time with it, and I hope you did as well. We finally got to see Tiny Planet in action. So I figured, you know, why not do a Samson run this time, see the other side of Community Remix. You know, the character that got changed the most by it, I think, Donkey's Jawbone. We're not going to be doing any D6 shenanigans or anything like that. We're just going to be playing some good old new-fashioned Isaac. Yes, I realize that sentence makes borderline 0 sense. And hey, we've already got some weirdness here. This is the first time I can recall using the hourglass, like, because it makes strategic sense to use the hourglass in like 100 videos, if not more. So that feels pretty good. Wow, talk about like really lucky gets from your boss fight as well. We got a half Spirit Heart. Soap, it's a community remix run. That's how you know for sure. Yeah, we got an Eternal Heart, but also that half Spirit Heart to protect us, hopefully on the next floor for Deal with the Devil chances, even though we're not going to be doing reroll Deal with the Devil shenanigans. Deal with the Devil shenanigans in general are something I very much hope to achieve because it will allow us to upgrade the damage a little bit on Donkey's Jawbone, which has been buffed a little bit. But again, this is still the old community remix. I'm actually going to sacrifice one Spirit Heart to check this out. We don't have any bombs, so I can't really feel good about going all the way into the secret room there. It would have cost us all of our Spirit Hearts to get out. I think it's just a little bit too risky, even though a secret room could have been good for us. But anyway, down to the next floor. I think I mentioned that in the last episode, but yeah, there hasn't been a community remix update in a couple of weeks, so this is a little bit of a dated kind of update, but we still haven't seen all the items from it, so I don't really care. Actually, maybe now we have seen all the items, but we're still, you know, a long way away from having seen the transformations, especially, like, you know, naturally, like, in the wild. I've manufactured some of the transformations for myself, but that's a little bit of a different story. All right, this is our Deal with the Devil chance. It's gonna be Famone, and after we kill Famone... Oh my god, it took him forever to actually spawn those flies. I still think the hourglass is kind of bad. Well, I mean, I know the hourglass is kind of bad. There's no think about it, really. This isn't a Flight of the Conchord song, you know? Careful. Because I find myself getting closer to the enemy. Maybe this is my bad, but getting closer to the boss, and then eventually I know he's going to get back to normal speed and mess my day up. But for now, this has gone pretty well. All right. If we take the nail, will we lose? No, we live. All right, this is perfect for me then. I actually really like the kind of setup that we've got going on here. Obviously, it's a super risky one. We've created some HP debt for ourselves, and we don't have any red hearts. That's bad, but now we have a way to consistently generate Spirit Hearts, and because we're so early in the game, I think we can pretty easily reach the point where this ends up being a smart decision as opposed to certain death. I realize that there is a little bit of a certain deathy type vibe going on right now. So we probably don't have anything else of value really awaiting us here. We have some problems with this run now. Oh, a freaking bomb would be so good. 5 cents minimum. Also, maybe the secret room. And maybe enough money in that secret room to go to the shop. But then we need a bomb and a key. And these are extremely unlikely courses of events, I'd have to guess. But if we could just get a bomb here, then we blow up the Tinted Rock. The Tinted Rock gives us a bomb and a key. And then all of our dreams can come true. No, we didn't get a bomb. All right. Bob had a bombie, it's a boy. We're gonna go. It's been a good run so far. It's very early. You know what? Yeah, I'm an idiot. We can just get 5 cents for free. We didn't even have to use a bomb there. That didn't help us find the secret room, but hey, 5 free cents. That's pretty solid. Plus, we didn't even get hit in the process, and that is something that I actually was a little bit concerned about. Down to the next floor, hoping for more HP, or hoping we pick up something that we benefit from having no HP with. For example, or Babylon would be sweet. So this room requires a little bit of some creative maneuvering. But we got through it just fine. It is only the caves part 1. I would be super stoked to snag... Oh, that was so bad. To snag Whore of Babylon. Obviously, that's a pretty unlikely turn of events. I also really need to prioritize shops over item rooms, because anything that we can get, like the 9-volt Nun's Habit or Battery, and we don't really have a choice in whether or not we can be picky in the matter because we don't have a D6, those are all going to be super, super important. We'll come back for that pill. For now, I'm just gonna leave, though. This is a room where it would probably be best for me to figure out how to finally use, you know, one bomb to get multiple bombs. I didn't even realize that we had the nail charged up. I don't think I wasted any time, though. Also, of course, the damage bonus from the nail. I've had some people ask, by the way, you know, why Samson? Why not just do a random run in Community Remix? Well, honestly, I think there's only 2 characters for whom Community Remix play is really that relevant. You may correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, you know what? 2.5. I could see playing Kane being a little bit more relevant, or not relevant, but it's relevant to play as Kane, and different to play as Kane because there's some new pills, you know, like Tears Down, Range Up is one of them, I think. Speed Down, Tears Up might be one of them as well, I can't remember, but anyway. All sorts of new stuff like that. There's a shot speed downgrade pill, for example. That could be interesting. But Samson because of Donkey's Jawbone, and Isaac because the D6 allows you to experience so many of the new items. You may disagree, and you know, that's your constitutionally protected right, as Boards of Canada might say. Ooh, careful. But I don't really feel like if I'm gonna do a Blue Baby run, I don't feel like there's much need for that run. Oh, this is potentially super dangerous. I don't feel like there's much need for that run to be in Community Remix as opposed to Vanilla. If Community Remix ever replaces Vanilla, then we would start doing random runs. But that's not going to happen because Rebirth comes out fairly soon. So I picked up Little Chad. It was the worst pickup of all time. I was actually trying to pick up that Red Heart, which also makes no sense. But at least you can understand my logic there. It's a real brain teaser here. Where do we put this bomb down in order to get what I want to get? Well, this will get the secret room and possibly create the bridge as well. So let's put this down and then run back. Please work for me. It did not work for me. But we've learned what not to do. So I guess that'll be it for this floor, even though I very much want to go to the shop. Well, I guess in that case, we'll go to the item room. Although the shop could give us a bomb. And one bomb would allow us to get 3 bombs. Okay. Okay, so our shop sucks. That's good to know, though. Now for 1 bomb... Oh, I didn't mean to give you any money there. For 1 bomb, we get 3 bombs. And with these 3 bombs, we can now go to the item room. So we did find a roundabout way to get into all the rooms. Hopefully this ends up working out. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be too salty about it, but I really, really would like for this to work out in my favor. Ghost Baby? Not really what I was hoping for, but that's okay. I know we could buy a Spirit Heart and, you know, protect our HP a little bit, maybe keep us alive a little bit longer, but I don't think that's the right play. I think the right play is save our money, get the Nun's Habit or something. But this run is going to hell pretty quickly, it feels like. Down to the next floor. Not that not taking the item that we took would be a big deal. Like, would change this. Not that not taking the nail. Sorry, I was like, what item did I take? Oh my god, did I take something stupid like Rage? And then I realized, wait a minute, I'm Samson, I start with Rage. It was the nail. Now I remember why I took it. Should have used that to get the damage bonus, but whatever. It's probably not that enormous of a concern. We would have had a damage bonus on a room where the only must-fight enemies are 2 neutral spiders. Bit of sloppy play picking up that... Oh, really? Picking up that, Little Chad, but that's okay. We can still survive. This boss trap room is actually an enormous deal for us. If we could get something that would actually provide us with some useful benefit, I would be thrilled. Maybe a squeezy or something like that. Okay. Again, this happens with kind of remarkable frequency. I don't think that I'm some kind of, like, clairvoyant. I think, you know, observer bias, or confirmation bias is working out in my favor here to make it seem like I predict the item more often than I actually do. Or maybe Squeezy just shows up all the freaking time. Alright, I think Ghost Baby got the fatal shot there. So, another reason why it was so nice to get Squeezy is because this does open up deals with the devil for me. Previously, I'd been, you know, thinking we could take deals with the devil for, like, 9 lives or something like that, but in order to do that, we actually... Oh, that was scary. We need to have 3 Spirit Hearts to begin with, otherwise we just can't, we can't take the deal in the first place, unless it's Lump of Coal. Which we don't really want that much. So this is a big boss fight for us. Not only a big boss fight, but a big deal with the devil here. We can get hit once, I think. But I always, or often get it wrong how much damage these guys end up actually doing. So just careful, sometimes they do change trajectory at a moment's notice. That was really good. We got a speed upgrade, we can't do anything about it, might as well just enjoy it. And... And... okay. It totally worked. So instead of having 2.5 spirit hearts, now we have 9 lives with 1 red heart. I don't know if this is better or worse. I just didn't think the deal was going to work in the first place, so I guess this is a positive. What's weird is that I think we've only traded 1 HP to make this happen to begin with. So, yeah, we traded that 1 Eternal Heart that we got. And as far as I'm concerned, big whoop. That 1 Eternal Heart wasn't going to be that big of a deal anyway. Having 9 lives is probably more beneficial, so... we got the nail effectively for 1 red heart, plus we got 9 lives associated with it. Okay, this is good. There's a dime just kind of sitting here randomly. I think this is maybe the floor where, you know, the tide working against us starts to break a little bit. And we end up starting to pull ahead of the game. It would be awesome to actually be able to get that blood bag. I really doubt that it's going to happen, but it's obviously worth a shot. So we're going to get 1 spirit heart here. 1 from the nail when we choose to use it, which will be the next room with combat in it. More money here. I'll tell you what. Oh, wow. Just sitting on the ground, a random spirit heart. Super lucky. I'll tell you what. We're going to go to our shop before we go to our blood bank. We could fight greed, and if we do, then we have the damage bonus from the nail on the room that's probably most pressing. If we don't, yeah, there could be like... I was hoping that there would be... maybe Nun's Habit, so that we could get something of value out of, or something secondary in value out of playing the blood bank as much as we were, or as much as we were going to. But hey, this is fine. Mom's Purse at half price, decent deal. We don't have any trinkets yet, but this could end up being pretty meaningful. That was not the damage I'm proudest of in my life. It's okay though. Ooh, that was a little scary. We did buy a key as well, so we can totally access the item room. I guess we could have done that anyway. Shoop the whoop. It's a bad item. Should be able to access the secret room as well, which is nice, so we have enough money for the next floor. We have a key we can use in the shop on the next floor, and we're starting to put together an interesting run here, and I admire Community Remix, especially on these Samson runs, for shaking it up, forcing me to shake it up. This is definitely a bit more of an uncomfortable run than I'm used to, which I think is a good thing for everybody involved. You know, keep it as fresh as possible. But Rebirth is coming so soon. 17 cents. We could buy... I'm trying to think of what we would even want from that shop. The pill seems okay, but I'm not sure if it's worth 5 cents when the 5 cents could matter. I don't know how much we're going to gamble here. I mean, ideally it would just pay out right off the bat, but... We don't have that many red hearts, so I kind of feel like maybe this will be our last play. But a good floor. Picking up 9 lives is huge. We have the spirit hearts to back us up as well. Precedent for Deal with the Devil stays there, and we could become Guppy, which would be a big play for us in this run. Sure, I'm totally fine with how much we gambled there. Could have stuck with it a little bit longer, but I'm happy. So, we got Squeezy, 9 lives, and a... really? Where did I get hit there? We got Squeezy, 9 lives, and a speed upgrade. If there is a benevolent force in the universe, a Deal with the Devil will appear on this floor. Oh, man. Okay, well, seems unlikely now that we're on Depths XL. Not necessarily impossible, but unlikely. Okay. Also unlikely that we're going to be able to have these spirit hearts carried with us, because apparently I'm taking a stupid amount of damage. But you really, like, that's the kicker with Donkey's Jawbone. I might as well take it. You... oftentimes, or I oftentimes find myself taking way too much dumb damage. There goes those spirit hearts, by the way. Taking way too much dumb damage because you internalize that when you do a lot of melee damage, or when you have a melee item, you do a lot of damage. Mom's Knife, you do a lot of damage. We're not doing a lot of damage with Donkey's Jawbone right now. Not even really one-shotting. I didn't know that did 1 full heart. Not even one-shotting these brain dudes, though. We're actually, like, 1.5-shotting them. Losing a life there doesn't really matter, again. You have to learn to let go when you got 9 lives and low HP. All you gotta do is make 1 life worthwhile. Am I taking crazy pills or something? Why do these guys all of a sudden, maybe not all of a sudden, maybe they've always done it. I didn't realize, though, that they all did 1 full heart of damage. That seems like overkill, considering I have to be so close to them to deal damage in the first place. Maybe that's just me, though. We got a huge speed upgrade on that room. Oh, I forgot that we had a broken syringe. I was like, what the hell's going on there? Yeah. Broken syringe gives us a random syringe effect. One of those syringe effects could be speed upgrade. Alright, so we've already lost half the spirit heart we gained with the nail. I'm not proud of myself, but that's okay. Alright, I forgot that with the nail we can step over these rocks. It feels like it would be a pity to not open that golden chest. So I opened it, and it kind of sucked. But that's okay. I'm going to assume that this floor is long enough that we can actually get keys for everything we want. So I am going to... That's a lot easier. Oh, come on. There we go. I am going to open up this item room, and hopefully it'll work out in my favor. Oh, man. The Unico horn. That's not very good at all. I don't really need this pill. Or, sorry, this penny. Money can be pennies. Money can be pills for some people. Hey, money can be pennies for some people, too. Just not if you live in Canada. We abolished the penny like 3 years ago. 2 years ago? I can't remember. Whenever people have very strong opinions about the penny one way or the other, I'm like, man, what went wrong? And you're like, no offense, if you're an economist, then by all means. You know, you have the right to, you've gone to school, you've worked in your field for a long time. I'll take your opinion on it seriously. But whenever people are like, I could end up losing 2 cents on each transaction, I'm like, shit, dude. How many transactions do you make on a daily basis that adds up to something meaningful? Not to mention, they would all have to be not the opposite of in your favor. They would all have to be in the company's favor. Maybe if the 2 cents is that big of a deal for you, you should consolidate your purchases so you're buying more things at one time. Or if the 2 cents really makes that big of a difference, maybe just buy less frivolous stuff if you want. Like, if you're buying stuff, you know, electronically, paying bills and stuff like that, you can still pay on a 1 cent interval. It's just, you know, physically buying something from a store makes it so you can't be on, yeah, you have to be on the fives, basically. Don't die here. I've gone through the whole fight already. But then there's the people who are like, we have to abolish the penny. It's like, well, actually, you know what? I'm actually on that side, so fuck me for saying fuck those people. CGP Grey, unite. Seriously, I need the range upgrade or something here, or we're gonna be screwed. But that's like, you know, people are set in their ways. They always are like, well, why would the penny's been working out pretty well for me. Oh my god, really? Why would we get rid of it? Well, you know, my life has not improved, at least not directly in a demonstrable way as of the abolition of the penny. Abolishment? Abolition? I think they both work there. But in any case, it also has not gotten demonstrably worse. It is possible that over the course of my entire life, as I continue to be a Canadian citizen, I may lose dozens of dollars over the next, hopefully, like 80 years. But it's also possible, it's equally possible, I'd say. I'm going to use it here so we can check this out. Equally possible that we would gain dozens of dollars, but probably most probable that we're going to break even more or less in the end. Anyway, people are always like, how does that work? Well, if something is like $1.99, it gets rounded up. If something is $1.96, it gets rounded down. It gets rounded up on $1.97. It gets rounded up on the 7s and the 3s. That's just corporate America bending you over and fucking you in the butt 1 cent at a time, isn't it? Corporate Canada, I guess, but it doesn't sound right when you say that. Again, though, I maintain that if you have to worry about those pennies, eliminate all non-essential purchases from your life. Easy for me to say, but still, most of North America, and I apologize if I'm completely making myself seem out of touch by saying this, but prove me wrong. Most of North America lives in a situation where a single cent doesn't matter. Sure, maybe in a situation where a 50-cent difference matters. I totally believe that. I've been in that situation myself, or like on a per unit cost, 50 cents or like 10 cents can matter a lot. But for one individual purchase, it could be of hundreds of dollars for 1 cent to make a difference seems disingenuous to me. Anyway, people always say that. They say like, hey, take care of the pennies and the pounds take care of themselves. That's fucking the worst financial advice of all time. That's like say, don't worry about buying a jet ski as long as you take cold showers or something like that, right? It doesn't make any freaking sense. It's much more realistic to, we're gonna die here, I'm pretty sure. It's much more realistic and valid to say take care of the dollars or the pounds, and the pennies take care of themselves. Or actually, how about take care of the dollars, and then who gives a shit about a penny because it's worth 1% of the dollar that you just took care of. So how about, you know, don't buy expensive shit that you don't need, but then, you know, if you go out to the grocery store and you're like, do I want to get the brand of juice that I actually like even though it's $1 more? Yeah, you can, because you didn't buy a jet ski. You could do that 13,000 times, and you'll be better off as a result. Anyway, I apologize for getting on my soapbox here, and I would never tell any other people how to live financially, right? You know, if someone's on financial assistance and they're buying energy drinks, man, I don't know, maybe they need those energy drinks, even though they're expensive. They need that, that's the only recreation they have in their life, or it helps them get from, like, job to job and keep their energy level high. I'm not going to put myself, or without putting myself in other people's shoes, I'm not going to judge them. I'm just saying, whenever somebody says, take care of the pennies and the pounds take care of themselves, if they then ask me to borrow some money, fuck off. You can borrow a couple of pennies. I know you're going to take care of those, but the dollars are staying firmly entrenched where they belong, in my pocket, as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, let's try not to get that close to Chubb. Look, he took like a second there. He was on vacation. We've died like 4 times on this floor. I'm very, very skeptical. I'm just trying to think of the right word. Skeptical is the right word. I'm very, very skeptical of how this run's going to work out. By the way, why aren't you using the nail, you big dummy? Oh, you got to use the nail. We're in kind of an enviable, or an inenviable situation. Unenviable? Anyway, don't envy me. Where we could and possibly should use the nail to get as many spirit hearts as possible, but I also feel like I need to save 1 full nail charge to use. Let's just go fight Mom. To activate for this Mom fight. Because I really think, like, having more damage and more HP might be the only way I could conceivably beat Mom without being hit, or without being killed. And this run has not been good. There are outs for us. There are ways that we can win. But it's not super likely right now. Let's put it that way. We can also use a tinted, or you use the nail and bust open this tinted rock, but I don't know if that's worth as much as just getting a damage bonus here. So this is regular Mom. I think all things considered, that's a pretty good outcome for us. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, at least I did get the spirit heart, so I didn't die there. That was probably like a fraction of an inch from dying. Fraction of a centimeter. Sorry, I want to keep metric pride high. Oh, okay. I think 2nd level cube of meat saved my skin a little bit there. Seriously. Thank you for the crowd control. Alright, I've got to focus here. Get all your penny abolition debates and keep them in your pocket for now. Because I can't be bothered. Oh, God. Can't be bothered. It sounds like it's like, oh, that's not worth my time. But no, sincerely, it's just, right now, I can't. If you bother me, I'm going to lose. We're so close to winning. Oh, we didn't explode in the process either. Alright, that's fine. We lost that tinted rock, but we knew that was going to happen. Womb 1. Extraordinarily important that I do not take red heart damage. A deal with the devil here is really the only thing, the possibility of it. It's like finding an oasis in the desert, or a rainbow in the dark. We desperately need to cling to that hope. And we only need to survive 5 more rooms before we can become a little bit less anxious. Because we'll have a nail charge by then. That was a weird diagonal donkey's jawbone. It was an accident. The Samson run didn't turn out as OP as I expected it. Never really recovered from that HP that I lost. Intentionally. But again, I still don't think this run would be any better if we... Oh, shit. I still don't think this run would be any better if we didn't take the nail. Well, all's not lost yet. We could still get a better deal with the devil chance if there's a judgment by killing it. We could still just get a deal with the devil with our chances if we don't take red heart damage against the boss. That's not the way you'd prefer to do it, though. If we find a judgment we don't want to play, we'll just blow him up. The problem is we kind of want to, like, play every judgment. Yeah, that was not unexpected. I think this run is going down pretty quickly. And sugar, it's going down. Look at it! Oh! Donkey's jawbone. Just be mom's knife, please. Be my mommy's knife blade. If you don't know Be My Baby, you should go listen to Be My Baby. It's got like the most influential drum intro of all time. You know that boom, 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 shh, boom, 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 shh. And then you can hear the sleigh bells in the background immediately after that. It's good. One of the best things I ever did musically was, like, well, I mean, this is not like, it took a lot of effort, you know, I was just sitting in my room. But it started making an effort to get into like old Motown stuff. Forms so much of the foundation for modern pop music, for better and for worse. Even if you don't like modern pop music, there's a lot of freaking jammers back there in the Motown days. You should check out. And you know, when I was younger, I thought Motown, like, that's dad music. No, dude, Motown's fucking banging. You're wrong. The end. Okay, I almost called it War Inspector instead of Phil Spector, which would have been, you know, also influential in his medium of choice. But still. Now, please. Thank you. Alright. Well, I'm probably not going to fuck around with that too much. I'm pretty confident that this run is done. There is a way out, but it's very, very unlikely. We come down here. We don't die on this room. Step one. Let's see if we can, you know, succeed where we've failed twice in a row. Then we find a deal with the devil. We managed to... It has both guppy items in it that we would want. Managed to take both of them, which is looking increasingly unlikely now that my spirit hearts are way below 3. First off, you gotta get the deal with the devil in the first place. That's already like a 1 in 3 chance. At this point. Maybe even less. And then take them, and then become guppy, and then don't get hit. We're done. I'm trying, I swear to you that I'm sincerely doing my damnedest here. This might be the last dedicated Samson run in Community Remix history. What seemed like a good idea has all of a sudden made me long for release. In any case, that's gonna do it for this one. You know what, I'm not even gonna make you feel bad by giving you my usual spiel. You should know it. I feel bad about this episode. I did badly. I got some not so great items, but that happens from time to time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll see you tomorrow with another one.